Thanks for joining us here live at 7 on WCNC Plus. I'm Caitlin Hagwood.
And I'm Megan Bragg. We start this morning with some breaking news near Uptown. We are following reports of a possible stabbing on 3rd Street.
Yeah, medic telling us that information. Our Richard Devane just arriving to the scene now moments ago with the latest there. And Richard, we already know police have set up a bit of a perimeter. What other information are you learning at this hour?
Yeah, good morning to you guys. Let's start by saying, first of all, we're atop of where this scene happened. I'll point down right now. You can take a look down. There are still police cars. They're blocking 3rd Street, as you can see. These police cars are here. They've been blocking on both sides of 3rd Street. 277, the traffic is not as much affected as it was a short time ago. Now, we've got another look of this, another angle, I should say, from the ground. Police say they've been investigating this scene for a while now. They are reports of a stabbing. A person, medic confirms, taken to the hospital with what are considered life-threatening injuries. Police set up a larger perimeter a little bit ago, but they've reduced it now to just this 3rd Street portion, which is pretty much under 277. Now, police aren't saying much more than just they're continuing to investigate this possible stabbing. As you can take a look under the bridge, you see where this is going on. Now, we want to let you know that the car that you may see in your screen on the right-hand side of the screen, we're probably not showing it. That's not involved in this. We can tell you that we continue to ask questions. We're going to try to find out more, including who this possible victim is and who the possible suspect is who stabbed this person. Of course, those are questions we've been working on. We'll get that information and we'll bring it to you here first, as well as all of our social media platforms. We're now reporting right here in downtown Charlotte, Uptown Charlotte, I should say, right off of 277. This is Richard Devane. We'll send it back to you.
Yeah, Richard, I know you're just arriving to that scene there, but I mean, we cover this community every single day. That area normally very busy. Talk about how it's impacting traffic. Are you seeing folks kind of finding other routes? Is it just completely quiet at this hour?
Yeah, the traffic is pretty much getting back to normal, but just a short time ago when we were trying to get here, both us, me and photojournalist Ruben Wallace and Pierre Simmons, who were down there, had troubles getting here because a larger portion of this area was closed. They actually were rerouting traffic all the way onto, if we're coming inbound on 277, we were routed all the way on Independence to come back into the city. And you have questions about suspects.
Yeah, those folks being diverted from that area right now. Let's turn over to our Chris Mulcahy with a wider scope of what this looks like. Chris, seeing some orange and some red on that map near that incident.
Yeah, it's never good, and we typically will have a slowdown at this point as people are deciding if they want to go to the Brookshire Boulevard side of things or the John Bell Freeway, which would be the impacted area here on 277. But right now, we're looking at average speed about 25 to 30 miles per hour. That's not unusual for this time as the volume is traffic pick up. You can see here on the map exactly where this location is. So as Richard put it, 3rd Street goes right under 277. So as traffic's driving by, they're likely going to see some of those flashing lights. So I'm going to show you that as far as exits go. You notice that there's South Boulevard and then there's the exit to 3rd Street and 4th Street. So that's the one that's blocked coming from the 277 outer loop. I'm not seeing any reports that the inner loops version of that is currently blocked. Now, the most recent estimate that we had, since somebody was brought to the hospital with life-threatening injuries, they're actively investigating this area, is that 3rd Street could be closed until about 10:15. So that's substantial, and we'll continue to keep an eye on that since it's the biggest closure. This other purple line that you see, this is 3rd Street. That other purple line is representing 4th Street. That's been a partial closure that we've had since May. That'll be reopening fully in May, but then some traffic can also use that, but it will be still a little bit hectic because this is reduced or increased traffic because there's only down to one lane in each direction through that stretch. Weather-wise, at least it's okay, so at least traffic is the misbehaving one yet again.